my phone, Harry, and making unauthorized payments. That's what I'm tired of. This duo has come to an end. I'm with Chad now, okay? He treats me better, and he bets on the winning team over on Betway.
But he does bet the right way, and if you want to bet the right way, you bet with Betway. That's what I always say.
Yeah,
you can have that one for free, by the way. Take it while you've got it. Let's see heading into this. FaZe over on the CT side. Hellraisers electing for the T side start. Utility on Flaric and on Angel. Scooby trying to challenge mid. Not going to spot anyone because FaZe, they've set up with this double catwalk play, leaving Olaf to hold the cross. Man, those odds have gone back to being awfully one-sided.
Game's not even started yet. Give him a chance. Give him a chance, Harry. But no, Hellraiser, I mean, 5 maps logged on Dust 2, all of them lost. So it's based in some truth. And NiKo, if he continues hitting shots like that, it might be the reality of this game. Brokey, he's got a very good position here to deal with the B push. Cold on the site. Brokey, will they check him? No. Oh, he's going to go wide, though, and gets a kill, but traded immediately. Cold's already gone as well towards the back of B. So FaZe, they don't want to wait for a retake. They want to force those gunfights right here and right now. Flaric going for the plant. NiKo going to try and get in there while he can, but the bomb has been put down on the ground, and Yuki has killed the flank in Olaf. So now FaZe need to worry about their backline. That's making matters worse.
Yeah, Nuki, just his presence to be in middle makes this one terrifying for FaZe. Scooby picking up Rain, and now NiKo getting peeked by the mid man. There's the execution from Nuki. Hellraisers, they will get off that to the first round going their way, rather. They'll get off to a good start. That pistol round locked in. Can they find the conversion? That thing that FaZe Clan struggled with all so much back on their T side of Overpass. Hellraisers now we're going to find themselves in that same boat where they want to win this one out. I'm curious if we're even... I imagine we see a force buy from FaZe. I'm anticipating they want to get this AWP out on Olaf when they can. And so, yeah, they will bring a force into this one, even if they lose it. That buy in round number 4 should feature the AWP.
Ooh.
Already first kill picked up, though. Flashbang's good, and not good enough, apparently, because Flaric just completely annihilated the attempted 4-man long play almost single-handedly.
Yeah, he's just playing anti-flash while Crush was in the firing line, so nice little setup there from Hellraisers, ready for FaZe to re-aggress on long after getting that first kill. Heads up play as Brokey looks to save the scout, and he gets a bit of damage, but he is ultimately getting hounded down. Nice shot with the pistol. But even so, there's a man in this spawn, and Flaric is really tucking himself tight as well. So Brokey probably won't go past his position. But it does mean that he is exposed to Flaric once Scooby forces him up the ramp, if that does eventually happen. Regardless, Hellraisers have won the round, and they'll go 2-0 up on this T side. Not really in a rush to hunt down this final man, but I think Scooby's going to get there just in time. Oh, uh-oh. Nice shot. Any more?
No. I think one of the things I've seen doing the rounds is that apparently everyone on FaZe has more or less the same haircut. I think that's the point in this thing that's been doing the rounds online. I don't know. I can't think from the top of my head. I think like NiKo, Rain, Yanko, and Cold have pretty similar hair. I don't know, though. I'm not weighing in on the... I don't even have hair to weigh in on the hair debate. I don't even get a say in this anymore. I used to have luscious locks. What happened?
You did. What did happen, Harry? It was really weird when you first shaved it all off, because I was standing in the airport and I was like, where's Harry? And I was looking around. And usually, if I can't find you in a crowd, I just look for the big orange. And
the big orange.
The big orange. And Harry was hungry. But, oh dear, this is falling apart. Coldzera and NiKo with the pistols on B, and Nuki's now alone. That was, you know, effective trading for Hellraisers, and then suddenly falling apart in this B bomb site. The eco for FaZe being successful, and they will win it with 3 alive. That is absolute filth.
That's not how that round's meant to play out at all. They had USPs, they had 1 P250, and they had a scout on Brokey. Yet Cole doubling up from the car. He makes that round phases, and oh dear, a bit of a heartbreaker for Hellraisers. They thought that was going to be the 3-0 start they were looking for. Now, with that round going the way of FaZe, the AWPs are in play for this CT side. NiKo's actually the man to don that. He's going to go peeking down through mid. Doesn't spot Nuki over here in Suicide, who has actually picked this AWP up. Doesn't have armor behind it. This is so risky to go for. They've put a lot of stake in this AWP that's in the hands of Nuki now to find these openers. Crush, the only other rifle in this round. And we are going to be looking towards these two if Hellraisers want to find success here.
Yeah, FaZe haven't spotted all of these weapons either, so they don't know exactly what they're up against. Nuki coming up the catwalk. And a little safe position from Rain. He's as far back as he physically can be. Whoa, as we go flying towards the back of the A site. Nuki. Oh, he's going to see the barrel. There's the info. How did he not get the kill? Only a tag to Rain, who gets a chance to drop off and give it another go. Hellraiser's still going to use that gap to get up towards this A site. Olof waits for the cross. And it's going to get given to him eventually with the bomb coming in the hands of Scooby.
But they still get into the site. This is such an odd round of kills that look like they're going to come through, not coming through, and we're still in a 5-on-5 or in a retake. I feel like we've loaded into an exec server. This is a very, very odd one. Crush is going to shut down the first kill in this round as he picks up Nico over in CT. Bomb is planted for short, so Hellraisers might try and migrate towards this side of the map in just a moment. Still, though, keeping all these bodies inside of the bomb site, a very, very tricky retake for FaZe to muster. Crush still here with this Krieg, has to come in clutch. Nuki yet to get discovered. They're playing double in Gandalf. It wasn't spotted. They don't know that Scooby's here, but Brokey checks it, and with that, the round draws to a close. FaZe gonna make the retake happen. It was 5-on-5 when that bomb went down. The first kill going the way of Hellraisers, but once they get that first kill onto Nico, no more come through. FaZe actually keep that very, very clean, and that in and of itself is an impressive feat, considering the number of crossfires, the number of bodies inside of that bomb site.
Yeah, really safe round from FaZe. Like, nice, slow retake, not rushing the engagements there. And, you know, even sitting on the ramp fighting short, it was dangerous. But Hellraisers don't capitalize on the close positions of FaZe. And now on pistols. This time with no AWP or Krieg to bail them out either. Cold holding safely in middle. It's going to let them cross towards catwalk. And no one is watching that right now for FaZe. So Rain needs to shuffle back a few feet if he wants to stop what can be the A play. Olof is going to move in instead. One of the many Kriegs in play for the CT side. And, oh, it's disgusting. Who needs the AWP, really? 2 kills, Angel trades, but at this point, now the AWP is here as well.
Yeah, and this should just be the cleanup. Angels D going 1 is really all they could hope to accomplish here. Flourish at least adding 1 more to the tally. That AWP will...
They didn't take it.
They didn't grab it. And that's because 2 players with Kriegs, they want them.
That's when you know you're confident, when you go, screw it, we'll buy another one. $5 by the way, that guy.
Hey, one thing I will say, you know, like, there's that really like famous Hunter clip where he's on Dust 2 firing up at Catwalk, just taking heads off. And seeing Olof do it there with the Krieg just didn't feel as majestic, did it, right? If you do that with an AK, delicious.
Just easy, isn't it? No long control in this round. Hellraisers, they're going to just go fast and ferociously up catwalk. 5 players, I like it.
This is their 3rd attempt at this, and I think, you know, I think they're just hoping that FaZe go, well, surely they're not going to cat rush again. Surprise, surprise, they're going to cat rush again. It's into the A bomb site they go. Nico smoking himself off on the ramp, trying to make a stand with this AWP, but he can't find an angle. He's using this smoke to his advantage, trying to reposition around it, creating angles that just don't exist. And Angel is not ready for that. 1 kill found. Crush still hidden inside of the bomb site. It's actually Scooby to get that kill from the catwalk. FaZe 4-on-4, but this time they've got to go against the Kriegs. They've got to go against these AKs, and no kills are coming in. Cold will get 1 more. It's a 2-on-2. They're still going for this. They're making it look doable.
Dear.
And Cold, now just 1 man left to find. Scooby up at short, holds his own. And Cold anticipating the cross to Gandalf. That's where Hellraisers have found themselves time and time again, but that is not where Scooby hides this time around.
I think the AWP even goes flying up on top of the catwalk there as well when Cold jumps and dies, so that wasn't saved by Scooby. He jumped down to try and grab it. Look at these cross kills though from Scooby. Really nice work. Hellraisers deal with that mid lurk as well, coming out late from the tunnels, and despite Cold's fantastic shot to the AWP, it's not enough to win them the round. NiKo now taking the AWP instead here for FaZe Clan. We talk about how much AWPing potential there really is on this team. Everyone giving it a go. Oh dear, but they weren't ready for that. NiKo, watching lower tunnels, gets pushed in from mid, and Crush will take that kill. AWP is just going to be deserted by Rain, who wants nothing to do with it, and that's fair enough. Brings it back for someone else. Hellraisers ready to B-rush, and there's no one here for FaZe. It's an empty bomb site they've set up over on A after this conditioning towards Catwalk, and conditioning working wonderfully for Hellraisers is going to win them a free round here, Harry. A fourth, surely getting taken as FaZe won't be able to retake this one with a man down.
Rain just laying down the beat. That was quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
Remix that one. It does really feel like we've seen a huge swing of Dust 2 towards, I'm going to say, a pretty predominantly T-sided map, right? I think, the Krieg meta has really helped it in that regard. I think, mid has been such a horrific area for teams to deal with, and it's made these catwalk plays feel so strong. As a result, I don't think it's too uncommon to see teams really go light on the B side of the map, and that, as we know, is a horrible beast to have to retake. So as long as, you're on the T side, if you're able to kind of set the precedent of these catwalk plays early on, if you're able to get FaZe very worried and have to kind of over-invest players over towards the A-bomb site, then it's going to weaken the other areas on the map. So right now, Hellraisers, they're the ones in the driver's seat. They've got the pace of the game going in their favor. They've conditioned FaZe Clan to have to really worry about these short to A plays, and this has given them free reign at other sides of the map. Here, by coming back in from FaZe with 4 players surviving, they're able to do that. Cold, the only man who takes a hit, obviously he was over towards B. He's on the UMP now. And it's back to this standard 3-2. No one holding middle for FaZe.
That's only a temporary thing, though. They've got to keep their eyes on it from that B site, so Cold keeping that window checked. Olof jiggling on long. Missed the timing for Flaric to cross, but he's going to hear players at top mid anyway, so it's information that FaZe have. And of course, with no one in middle, they know the Hellraisers are definitely on catwalk, so Ollie going forward will force Crush almost into the gunfight, into his potentially timely death, but NiKo missing a shot, uncharacteristically so with the AWP, getting caught. Olof, his aggression could punish Angel, who is late to the party, but just on time perhaps. Olof dead in the water as now the A site once again is going to be falling apart here for FaZe Clan. This time 2 players still stuck on B pushing tunnels. That's not going to matter. There's only Rain here rather, and Hellraisers might just win the round off of the bomb plant. Yuki grabs that AWP while planting. Didn't even know you could do that.
Oh, hang on.
Beauty of mic. Nice one.
No one knows.
What were you going to say, Harry?
This is where I would love to see, this seems to be the go-to solution, is one of those cat boosts coming from FaZe. Maybe try and challenge for some of this mid-control early. They've really been putting a lot of players down towards the long side and trying to hold short from the catwalk and back in towards A. That hasn't really been working for them. Oh. And they've always had so little information to play off of that we've had to see these saves come in time and time again.
Nice shot from Cold there in the tunnels, but he does get traded. That being said, UMP lost. Meh. Not the end of the world. Not much is, but it's going to be...
I don't know, man. You say, the difference between holding that and not is that Cole would have had armor, he would have had a bit of extra cash, he could have dropped that UMP over, and actually you would have been able to cobble together a buy here with 3 rifles, a UMP. You know, Rain could have dropped something into the mix.
Nah, they never would have bought even with a UMP in this round, because you want the full buy. You want the orbs, you want everything behind it, and I think one UMP is not going to be the deciding factor.
This is what we wanted though, Hugo. Catwalk play. Look at Rain. He's up here. He's gone all the way up into top mid, and now he could have a huge impact in this round.
Yeah, no one aware of this, but Crush is keeping his eyes trained on position. So I think Hellraisers want this, Harry. I think this is a purposeful play, because they're taking long and they're very, very dedicated to holding this top mid push. So Rain is eventually going to back up, realizing that maybe they've got a read. Eventually, Hellraisers sending the majority of their forces out long. So at least it will be into the stack here. And we've seen FaZe win with pistols before. Think about that B round in number 3. But at the end of the day, Hellraiser's far more guns than that of FaZe. So despite this stack, it's still going to get a little bit messy. Flash being set for Brokey, but the long smokes are down. Olof is going to play on the edge of things to try and find an opening kill here. This could be a good way of catching someone off guard, as long as he avoids the flash successfully, and he does, but the spray is early with a deagle. Brokey going to trade through the gap in the smoke, and Rain does the same story. It's going to be a 4-on-3 here for FaZe. Rain not been spotted behind the barrels, and he is continuing to lay down the hurt. Nuki alone in a 1-on-4.
And no one's giving anything up. Even then, with the jump peak, they spot that it's Nuki left alive, and they're not going to offer this AWP anyway. Maybe a little overzealous, but they managed to get one man across. They're really hoping they can get some of these rifles. I mean, it's only Nico left, and there we go. He does steal a Krieg before the round ends. Nuki's going to get away with the AWP. FaZe Clan, they'll get a 4th once again, finding it on the back of a broken little buy, right? They go into that with 2 rifles, the rest of the gang on pistols, and they get the job done.
Yeah, and it is the 2 rifles that get all the kills as well. Mainly so, Brokey and Rain just shot through smokes and through gaps in smokes to stop that A play. Hellraisers walk right into the stack, and now FaZe have everything they need. 2 AWPs as well on the CT side, just to turn it from bad to worse. Cold is in middle, and they're going to try and flash through this smoke as it fades. Ooh, Cold's double scope. They can go right through this. This could be a nice way of catching out the AWP, but Cold looking away and getting a chance to back off before they do so. He just misses that contact. Rain doesn't know they're out just yet, but Utility is going to give it away. So mid to B smokes coming through. Rain waiting for the opportunity to strike. Flashes are there, but he's so blind. Oh, Flaric just spotted him, and Rain's going to get the kill regardless. The flash was actually bad for Flaric, and Crush with 2 kills in the midst of this madness. It's smoke shots all over the place. Nico trying to come through one of his own. Nuki escaping with the bomb, and he gets safely into B with 10 HP. There's still a man on the scaffolding as well. They haven't found Crush just yet.
Oh, and he times that peak so well. Nico, sure, he gets the trade, and actually they offer him up another peak. There could have been a chance there for Nico. Nuki able to win that head-to-head. Hellraisers maintaining this lead, not ready to concede that to FaZe just yet. Another round put up by the Hellraisers squad. And I gotta say it, man, I'm beginning to think I underestimated Hellraisers a little bit coming into this group. I think, you know, still the underdogs.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty evident that Angel's gone away from this along with the rest of the team. They've done their preparation, they've been putting in the hours, and I think we've got some decent individuals in this team who are able to consistently put up numbers. Really, I'm looking at Flaric and Scooby, but Nuki's been a real pillar of consistency on that AWP, it feels like.
Yeah, games like this come down to, when you're looking at predictions, a lot of the time it's just, okay, let's just put these players up head-to-head. Let's look at the names in the server, and you wouldn't compare the likes of Scooby, Crush, and Flaric with, you know, that of Nico, Olof, and Cold, but you know, on paper there, that's where FaZe you would assume are just going to take the win off of the back of that. But like you say, Hellraiser's been putting in time, been putting in the grind, and that pays off, especially on a map like Dust 2, where, you know, all it's going to come down to a lot of the time is correct reads and setups that, okay, that's crazy, setups that catch teams off guard. And, well, Flaric, he catches Olof off guard going through that smoke to grab a gun. This is a bit of a skew buy for FaZe, but they still have a 4-on-4 regardless. Pushed up into the tunnels is Cold with support from Brokey. So without a doubt, 1 kill comes through from this 2-man setup if Hellraisers peak. But they, I was going to say, I'm not interested. But as I say, that Flaric and the bomb coming back in through spawn. This could end in B, and that's exactly what FaZe want.
Yeah, they've prepped for this. They've got 2 players here and 1 more down in mid. Raid ready to sever this mid to B play. Although Cold getting dropped immediately. Now it all falls onto Brokey, and he's going to start to get pressured from the mid doors. Nuki able to win that fight out. Takes the AWP back in hand, and now it's Crush and Nuki 2v1 versus NiKo. He's having flashbacks to the round prior, so this time feels like we're in Edge of Tomorrow. He's given it a different stance. He'll take up position over here in the tunnels to try and see this round through. Crush just homed in on the angle. Nuki with this crossfire set up. This is not going to be an easy round for NiKo if he does want to go for it. Creeping forward, flashbang in, what a shot, and now just Nuki, oh no, the shot's missed. NiKo, oh, this would be incredible. He's gonna go up and over. He's trying to find Nuki. Both players, it's Ring Around the Roses, and NiKo's gonna get the kill, but there's no time for the defuse. Some phenomenal shots from NiKo's AWP, but it's not enough to get the round for FaZe. Hellraisers, they're gonna soar ahead with a 7th.
Wow, what a play from NiKo, man. This guy is world class, and he's been proving that all Pro League long. However, Harry, like you say, no kit, no chance. It's not going to happen here for FaZe Clan, despite that not only early kill, but 1-on-2 retake attempt, I guess. Feels kind of sad to call it an attempt. It was successful, but the time is the ultimate mistress here in Counter-Strike. And 7-4, Hellraisers T-side right now, raising hell. It's Eco for FaZe Clan as they have this solo AWP and a few pistols behind it. NiKo really wanted to nail a mid shot, but isn't going to get away with it. We'll just get tagged down by the Krieg of Crush. And Hellraisers, much as how they like to play these slow T-side rounds like they did on Overpass, it's the same story here. The bomb is still in spawn. Players holding the exits of long tunnels of B. All right, Rush, don't get another Reddit commit here. I know what you're doing. Mid, the A site, the B site, long, T-spawn. Yeah, that'll do. That's long. There we go. Okay.
Here's one, Rush. I want you to try and capture 100% of kills in this round. Not the important moments. You've got to get every frag, and it might be jarring, it might be horrible. But
from the right perspective.
Yeah. We're gonna try this one. So let's see. We're really
good luck, man.
Rush the easiest
he's
time.
Shaking, dude.
He's really.
He's failed it on the first hurdle.
Oh, well, he's doing okay, but now 2 kills coming in at once. That there is impossible for Rush to observe. NiKo homing in on the angle here, shuts down Nuki with the bomb, and he's been so good on this AWP. He's got to do it once again. Does NiKo? Flashes good, and Flaric picking that kill up. Now leaves Brokey in the 1v2. It all to do, and only an AK, no armor. He's got this cross at the very, very least. Flaric has got a smoke, but it's not going to be enough to conceal his cross entirely. However, Brokey missing the timing. And now that bomb plant can be found after all. He doesn't know where Crush is either. Crush was actually deep within the catwalk. And so he's anticipating that's where he still resides even now. Spots him going back towards long. Will he anticipate Flaric still holding close? Both players here, they can double peek into Brokey, and you hate to say it, but this clutch feels almost undoable. No one giving a kill up, and Flaric peeking at the very, very end of that one. 4 kills for him as he's the hero for Hellraisers.
But the real hero is Rush. You know, what an attempt, Harry. He really did it all there. But that goes to show, you know, it's not always about catching every kills. It's about the storyline, Harry. It's about the mastery of the art, as you could put it. Rush doing his damn best.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's what people don't realize. I have no doubt that we could design a program eventually that would just capture, like, the majority of kills and run it on a delay.
And it would look trash.
And it would be horrific because we would miss all the important moments. Rush provides dynamic camera angles like this. He doesn't even have to use his smooths or watch the players. He can just fly on through and show us what we need to see. And what we need to see right now is Brokey making a stand at the B bomb site. He's taught Hellraisers a new one. Oh, Crush is the only man left, and he's trying to get up onto the catwalk. He's been brought down low. Rain's heard the dink, and he's looking for this kill. A stellar round from Brokey, and now only Crush left standing. This is going to be a FaZe Clan round all day long.
Are you sure?
I think it's pretty safe to take that bet.
Wow.
It's just a question of how expensive can Crush make it. And honestly, he shouldn't be able to make it expensive at all. He's one shot away from certain death. And honestly, on Crush, you can justify the save.
Yeah. 60 seconds, though. Doesn't want to run away yet. He wants to stick around so he can stop anyone close by for FaZe. Gonna fake flash himself out the doors, but they're all over the tunnel here. He is walking into certain doom, and the Molotov, that's gonna push him forward. Nice kill onto Cold, but ultimately it won't matter. And 4 kills from Brokey. What a hold from this young player. 14-5, having a great game right now. Struggled a little bit back on Overpass with some of those rounds, but not stressed at all. And yeah, I want to see that again. Ridiculous shots. Jumping up on the box as well, mid-fight. That's what you like to see. FaZe breaking the money of Hellraisers finally. It's been a long time due here, as Hellraisers have had cash coming out of every orifice. It's going to be Glocks and a couple of Deegs.
I've got another challenge for Mr. Rushley Rushington.
Ooh.
Seeing as this is an eco, right? It's one that FaZe should be closing out. I wonder if Rush could give us like a Blair Witch feel, like the camera is a camcorder in someone's hands and he's got to go around the map.
How do you do that?
I don't know. That's for Rush to figure out. He's just got to float around nice and slow, but a little bit scary. Here we go. Look. He's giving
shaky, though, shaky.
I'm
so startled, Shelly. I'm so startled.
Oh, they're pushing in. He's giving us the wiggle. And Nico trying to wiggle himself out of danger. We can see him falling back now. We can see the players up through CT. The pistols. Woo! They'll zip on in and they'll shut down too. They're in CT. They've got an AK and an M4, but Cold is picking them apart one by one. They're getting shut down and it's only Scooby left.
Wow.
Cold is there to put the final nail in the coffin. FaZe will get a 6.
I've got to say, Harry, that's a great call, because I don't think Rush would have been able to catch all those pistol kills with 4 players dropping into CT, but that's a great way of doing it.
I actually love the angle that we just got to see that from. You get to see just how flooded those CT players were all at once, overwhelmed by a waterfall of Hellraisers.
Just Glock spam in the CT spawn. Nice try from Hellraisers, really nice try. They do a lot of damage. They take a bomb plant as well, but ultimately Cold is casual in the CT spawn. And now 1 round left of the half. FaZe trying to pull things back. It's still not going to be in their favor even if they win this one, but they will have recovered what was a very strong T-side from Hellraisers. Angel alone on B, trying to sell a fake. The rest of his team up Cat. FaZe have this orb here. Oh, close shot from Nico. Does he realize that Crush is in spawn, though? Because now, well, it's going to be obvious. Smoke giving away his position, and FaZe have got a dedicated B player to keeping an eye on this CT position. Rain could even get flashed in if he wants to be a mad lad, but can't find the angle quite yet. Crush, ooh, that's info. Is he going to go for it? There's the flash, and Rain, wonderful stuff with him and Nico getting that kill nice and early for FaZe as Hellraiser set up to commit towards A. Oop.
However, with Rain being down in CT, this is a good call from HR. They know that the only player holding down this A side of the map now is Nico, and that Rain is kind of a lost cause, right? He's got to now rotate up for the retake. Thankfully, they've removed Angel down in the bottom of mid, and so as a result, 5 on 3 as they try and get this this retake moving. Hellraisers there got their backs up against the wall. 2 men down. It's got to be a huge performance from the remaining 3. And Scooby looking to be that first point of contact.
Oh dear, run boost FaZe. They're coming in aggressively. Brokey getting thrown over. Scooby gets a double. Cold trading, but Rain is going to keep his teammate alive by dropping Flarich. Nico, even late from long, finishing off the round. And not only that, but the half. 7 for FaZe at the end of things. Hellraisers really put up a fight in the first half of Overpass. And considering they pulled the game back after a 3-round first half on Overpass to what was almost a 30-round game, there's a real chance that they could be making this one interesting. Second half of Dust 2 coming up in just a minute. Do stick with us.
They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you die, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. This shit can kill the sick. Real stuff. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. Rest. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. 'Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off.
Hellraisers, they look strong early on, but in the end, FaZe able to recover and stumble back to their feet. We've seen players showing up across the board, and now Hellraisers, you can see, getting pumped up, getting ready to head into this second half, moving in to their CT side. FaZe, they've been good in these pistol rounds time and time again, and they want that here and now to springboard themselves into the lead on their map pick.
Yeah, and lots of utility for it as well. Angel with a kit smoke, and we've got a mid-push for Hellraisers in this pistol. I wonder if Cold spotted that there as Crush gets into lower tunnels. FaZe might not care as they hold 4 players at the top of middle. Flash out and in. They're going to start to move through. Perhaps for Flaric won't find too much as Crush... Oh, he's not the first man to forward Tanuki up on short. The flank is going to be quick for Hellraisers, but that's not a worry. FaZe are aware of this. They spotted those mid players, and they've taken the A site for free. Actually, not quite yet, just hanging around on short. And now Hellraisers with no info are just feeding them kills. FaZe going to double down and get that bomb plant in on the site. With long control also taken, that really opens up this post plant and closes out almost any chance of Hellraisers winning this pistol.
Oh, they're boosting up and overrun, boosting through the smoke. NiKo shut down. 3v3 Hellraisers. They've got it back to even odds, and now they've got to keep the kills coming through. Rain at long. He gets toppled, and now Scooby becomes a threat, but they've dealt with the short push. Brokey has taken this round into his hands, and this now leaves just one man standing. He'll get put in the grave as well, and Brokey, the grave digger, has filled up the coffins. 8-8, another round on the board for FaZe. They get that pistol locked in, and now, unlike Overpass, they are looking for this conversion.
Yeah, now all the pressure's on Hellraisers, right? We saw the comeback from them, but when they're the ones in the lead, how do they muster the courage against the pressure of FaZe's comeback? That's what I'm worried about for them. Double scout and some pistols on this force by FaZe. Lots of rifles, not playing any games here. Rain's on the only Mac 10, but Rain does love an anti-eco frag, as we know. Eco getting flashed out in mid. Rain's going to go in first, allow NiKo to trade with the AK. heavy short side setup. Scooby playing anti-flash. And Angel coming in late for the assistance as well. They might be needed. Molly going through. Let's see if these CTs get aggressive. They're going to wait. They're going to be patient here. Nade is pretty damn good, but Rain not checking close. Now Nico's got to fall back. 2 players spotted. Not even Angel as well, who's also there. Nico getting tagged by the grenades, and it's about time to give up Catwalk here if you're FaZe, especially with shots like that through the smoke from Scooby. This is falling apart right now.
Yeah, this can't happen again to FaZe Clan, right? This happened back on their T side of Overpass. I was kind of joking about it because I imagine this was theirs all day long, but no, it's not looking that way. It's only Olof and coldzera left. Now, I say only. These are 2 terrifying names on the FaZe Clan squad, but they've got a 2-on-4 to find. At least with mid-control seized, they're able to keep the bulk of Hellraisers away from this B-bomb site, and now they've only got to get past Crush. If they get in a 2-on-3 post plan, that's not undoable. That's not impossible. But already the rotations are in on the back of mid, getting given up by Olof now. 3 players grouped up here. Crush getting away with damage and actually not even dropped. That there is a huge round for Hellraisers. Massive for Scooby. 3 kills there for that man in question. And FaZe dropping the ball a little bit. Once again, it's the pistols to beat them.
Yeah, that's a stinker of a round to lose for FaZe Clan there, and all off of it, off of the short contact here from Hellraiser. I love this heavy setup. They get away with a kill. Nico can't trade, and then he goes down from the smoke. That's when you know things are really falling apart. And at that point, FaZe have to rely on individual kills, and they just don't come through. Olof able to cut off a CT rotation, but going into B, Scooby does a really good job of not even playing the scout, just tucking himself in the corner at car, knowing that if anyone wants to check that, they have to not only go wide, which exposes them to the door and window where his teammates sit, but likely they have to drop off of that stack, and that's never going to be, you favored falling through the air as a FaZe player. He's able to get another kill with the USP, and FaZe now down by 1. Pulling out a tactical pause, forcing up, but T-side force buys on this map are really not the best. It's not like they had any money, so it does make sense to invest here considering the alternative is pretty dire. But this is going to be a hard-pressed round for FaZe to find too much. The Deagles and the Scout are really going to be the weapons to watch out for. Olof moving through middle. It's a long take attempted, but Flarich will shut it down. Rain gets out, but at a cost. Nico's already been killed.
Now boost up onto the catwalk from Hellraisers late into this round. I absolutely love this re-aggression, right? Retaking the catwalk control. And this is a huge bit of information for Hellraisers to grab this point on in the round. Cold actually is going to remove 1 here, so they might have to watch out. This could still spiral out of control as another kill has come in for Cold on this P250. Crush, he should have this round dead to rights. If they're getting back up onto short, he could catch both players here and now. Instead, he's just holding mid, waiting for this aggression, and that's the safe bet. He's got 2 players inside of the A-bomb site, so he's got more than enough faith in Flarich and Nuki to hold the fort. Cold, retrieving a Krieg now becomes very deadly indeed.
Yeah, but the Scout already whittling him down. He's low HP. Does cross with a duck, looking at the ground to avoid his head hitbox from getting seen. Nuki won't be able to stop the plant, but he will be able to come in for the retake later. Just needs to stay alive. This is not a fight he wants to take just yet. Wait for his team to make contact first. And Rain being so low, this should be a kill for Crush. It is. Now just Cold. 2 kills to his name. Needs the ace to win this round. And with 30 points of health, they're already coming at him from the catwalk. Flarich will not give him the satisfaction. It's a retake for Hellraisers. It's a 10th round on this CT side. But that's a decent force for FaZe, right? They get a couple of kills and a bomb down. Ultimately, still going to have to eco this follow-up round. And Hellraisers are going to get a chance to take a significant lead on this CT side before FaZe once again have guns.
And you can already see players saving on the FaZe side, right? Just so they can bring that AWP out even faster, heading into this rifle in the next one. Oh, Crush hears the tag of that Molotov onto Cold, and that's a little bit unfortunate. There might have been a chance to find him there, jump peek in the long angle, or at least get away with some damage. Instead, that smoke is just going to hold back FaZe for the time being. Looking like they want to go for an A play, right? 3 players up on Catwalk, 2 at long. They've got to go back and grab that bomb. NiKo's doing that now. And this should be the A commitment from FaZe Clan. They've got no control in the tunnels. They're going to group everyone up towards the short side. But with 2 players for Hellraisers inside of the bomb site and potentially some support to come through from Crush with the Krieg at the crossroads, this should be a nigh-on impossible round for FaZe to find anything in.
Yeah, it's just about, you know, trying to get a bomb plant really at this point, but Nuki is not going to allow them. The run boost, however, could be a problem, but he is far enough back that his scope won't cover his vision. Oh, messy as they find a dink. This could get out of hand, but luckily Nuki is not stopping, and he will find 3 kills in that round. Hellraisers 11-8. That's the lead that we talked about that they should have after these anti-ecos. And now FaZe coming back in with guns. They're going to have pretty much everything they need. But rounds is the one thing they need most, Harry. And they'll need a whole another 8 if they want to take this map. Cold's taking the AWP here as well. Mainly off of spawn. We'll see if that gets swapped back to Olof, who is following.
Waits in the Molotov, and that's going to bring him down low. Missed opportunity there to seize the opener. Already, you'll note that NiKo is up here on the catwalk. Alongside him, Rain. They've got this foothold on the map very, very quickly. Hellraisers, though, with a much heavier presence toward this side of the map. 4 players here. Angel admittedly is down in CT, but he can still come up to help out. And they've got Brokey alone holding onto the tunnels. For FaZe, he's a bit of a fail-safe, right? If they don't find what they want, if they don't get the results they were looking for toward this A side of the map, they've always got the opportunity to rotate in through those tunnels and reconnect with old mate Brokey.
Yeah, Hellraisers has been running a lot of solo B setups, and I think when FaZe start to realize that, we're going to be seeing a lot more abuse towards this B site. I think it could even be in this round right now, because this setup is so eccentric. Cold Zero going back and forth in spawn, not sure about maybe where this round's ending up, but FaZe have finally been a bit decisive. 3 in the tunnels. Crush is tucked in the corner. This is, again, a great position to get multiple kills if you don't get checked. And a rotate might be needed here for Hellraisers. Angel is the closest man in tandem to do that, but he's been smoked off in middle. NiKo lurking out through the doors alone. It's going to be this B play. Crush. Oh, what a heroic position. Will it work out, though? In the smoke, 20 seconds. FaZe are coming through. They've not checked it, and Crush could kill them all. He's found 2. Great effort from Crush. Will it be enough, though, to close around? NiKo's waiting for the mid-lurk, and Angel's giving it to him. NiKo dropping it at the first hurdle. Quick T-spawn flank from Hellraisers, but spotted by NiKo. However, that fight is not favorable, and the plant coming through with a disadvantage for this T side.
And NiKo only caught 1 man on this rotation back through T-spawn. Will they anticipate the double tunnels push from Hellraisers? 2 players here, ready to head on in. Flarich and Scooby, quite the duo, quite the threat, quite the problem, but not for Brokey as he's cut the first head of the beast off, ready for the second. Scooby does get the trade down to the 1v1. Nuki coming in late, and Rain holding close, tries his hand at the pre-fire. There's just enough time left for the defuse. Hellraisers, they get the retake in, and a 12th round now over on this CT side. FaZe struggling since the pistol. They found nothing, and I'm getting some real flashbacks now to Overpass. The difference being this time it was a much stronger first half from Hellraisers.
Yeah, look at this play from Crush as well. What a call in the smoke. Not even tucking himself in the corner, which would have provided value, just instead taking a huge risk there, hoping that FaZe pass the smoke as it fades, and they do exactly that. Tunnel's flank even getting read by Brokey, but it's not enough. And FaZe fast out long this time, changing the pace. Flarich going through a smoke this time. It doesn't matter who it is. Hellraisers do not care to respect FaZe. They will not give them anything in this game. And 5-on-3 taken instantly into this rifle round. FaZe have a smoke left between 3. What can they even do? You've just got to Hail Mary your way into this B site right now. That's your best opportunity. And Hellraisers know it, so they're rotating 2 players through that CT spawn, plus a 3rd on the ramp to assist. They can get a boost in. But they are just going to look to force a fight. FaZe already waiting for that. NiKo with one, but Scooby lines up some damage, and he will get a trade. NiKo grabbing that bomb and just ditching it up towards the short side, but Crush has gotten aggressive, and he's cleared out the tunnels. Uh-oh.
Oh dear, they are not ready for that. Cold, beheaded, and now NiKo alone. A huge clutch required from this man. And while usually we're not shy on big moments from NiKo, this one, well, it's going to be tricky. The one thing he's got going his way is across the map, it is a series of one-on-ones available to NiKo right now. Angel spotted him. He tries to hide, tries to buy as much time as he can for his teammates to rotate back in. Still going to fall there. Already the fast rotation in from Scooby up towards the catwalk. The smoke goes down to feign that NiKo is planting the bomb. And even though he baits Scooby to taking that peek, Scooby still winning the fight out. Hellraisers are in with another one here on the CT side.
I don't think FaZe expected this kind of performance from Hellraisers in this map, not only after taking the first in the series, but considering Hellraisers have played Dust2 5 times with this roster, and they have lost it every single time. This might just be the first win, Harry, and it doesn't seem like FaZe have got an answer to it. 3 rounds away for Hellraisers, more pistols out for FaZe Clan. They have not had successful ecos in this T side, as is common on Dust2. Angel spots a lot of players running down mid, and they will meet him in this B site. But look, for the first time all half, Hellraisers, 3 players in B. FaZe are walking into the stack once again, no matter where they go. The read is here for Hellraisers. Angel waiting by the doors, and he'll force a fight. Crush getting killed by Cold in the window, but the trades are here, and there's just enough CTs to hold on to this. You would think Brokey, though, being a nuisance and being more than that, Deeks into this B site, Rain even catching off rotations, and somehow, some way, this might be the round for FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Nuki here, right, if you're not given a kill, I think you're definitely saving. You've got an AWP in the retake. You don't want to put that in the hands of FaZe. Also, you've got enough rounds, right, where you're in this position where right now, these are the times where you can bow out, where you can make this call to hold on to the AWP. And so that's what we're going to see. Finally, FaZe break the drought of rounds in this second half. The last 5 going the way of Hellraisers, as we can see on our screens. And it's Brokey leading the way, absolutely, for the FaZe Clan squad. That round there, all coming off of his fast Deagle antics. Topping the charts for FaZe Clan in the server. One man that I'm wondering where he's disappeared to is Olof, sitting down bottom of the board. We've been hyping up his AWPing all day long. Back on Overpass, he was delivering some impeccable moments, but here he has been struggling. We haven't really seen the AWP in play all too much.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get to see that in his hands, but even then, I mean, it has been more NiKo and Cole donning it here. We've seen it in Olof's hands a couple of times.
I don't know how that's the first round FaZe win after this streak from Hellraisers, right? A B rush with Deagles into a triple stack. Fantastic work from Brokey. Brokey has been the man making this map happen, Harry. Think about that 4K on the CT side down on B. Some of the early rounds into this second half as well. FaZe's pistol, he gets 3 on the T side, and he has been making it happen, but we're going to need the usual suspects to step up around him. 13-9, HR with a tactical pause and getting back into things. I do hope we have that AWP, Harry. I think one big factor has been the lack of it, though. The money's not been there. FaZe have been losing a lot of rounds. So finally, Olof back in action. Mid-smoke to deny him the information. Rain going to fast play at this long corner. Ooh, the smoke is there. Luckily enough, it gets him into the pit. Angel running and Rain gunning him down. Great entry from FaZe. Finally, a position gained with a kill behind it. That's it's been a long time coming, I will say that much. Hellraisers, they are heavy over towards B right now, with still having no one inside of the site. They might re-aggress in middle. FaZe are not in a rush to take A, though. This could be actually amazing. The only problem is NiKo is holding this.
One thing to bear in mind, you've got to go back and grab that bomb if you're FaZe, and Nico's doing that now. It was dropped over here towards B, and so if they catch the timing, Scooby, believing that this side of the map is clear, he just checked through that T-tunnel back towards the ramp, and he didn't see anyone, so he's going to set up down in low as the rest of the gang at the A side of the map. And with Olof and Rain both here to sell this fake, Scooby, this entire round falls onto his shoulders. He'll line up one, but the trade is in almost immediately from Nico. Rain is still a threat, still looming in the backs of the minds of Hellraisers. And actually, this bomb is going on a rotation all the way back towards the A side of the map. Hellraisers left scratching their head. Where is this play ending up for FaZe?
What a double fake from FaZe. The bomb gets spotted and they bail. And with that kill coming through from Rain on the A side, there's no reason not to bail. They know that Hellraisers have ditched themselves out of A and still walking into B is Crush. He looks very confused right now, not getting a fight on that B side like you wanted. Molly for the cross and a run boost just to make sure the bomb gets away. And it will be able to be planted. Oh, just about. A little scary, but yeah, not even close. Why are you worried, Harry?
Not even close,
Not even
baby.
close.
FaZe Clan, they're going to get another one, a 10th round on the board. Hellraisers are just left scratching their heads. They had no clue what was going on there. Truthfully, FaZe, up until the 30-second mark, they also didn't really know where that one was ending up. It was very much spreading out across the map, just taking territory everywhere. And those rounds, while they can feel great, they can also get a little bit scary. I think in FaZe's mind, the thing that they were worried about on the back of seeing a player rotate out of A was that the other two were going to be found at that B side of the map, so they just didn't want to walk into that.
Yeah, the big danger was, right, after Scooby gets that one kill in tunnels, if FaZe commit towards B with two players there, you got to remember, half their team is on long. If they plant B and all those CTs rotate immediately and no more kills come through, those CTs have a 4-on-2, or a 3-on-2 rather, inside of that B bomb site. That's favorable for them. And, you know, Rain and the AWP on Olof would have to run real fast to get back towards B. So FaZe make the heads up mid-round call to hit A after faking that B bomb site with the late tunnels lurk, and it works wonders for them. Hellraisers saving 2 guns, and that's a couple in a row now for FaZe, starting to get back on this board here near the end of the map. 23 rounds deep so far, and Hellraiser still holding the lead. It's not a worry just yet, but FaZe could start to encroach on their scoreline. And Angel definitely doesn't want to let that one happen. This is FaZe's map pick, do remember that. Inferno as the third. If we get there, that would require Hellraisers to keep up this comeback and take the victory. Oh, trades in middle. One AWP on Yuki, plus an AK on Crush, and that AWP, well, he goes 1 for 1 down the doors. Yuki looking for a little bit more, but can't spot much. FaZe have ditched middle, and oh, what a shot from Rain. There's plenty more where that came from, though. Flarich still grabbing that AK on Catwalk. Nuki finding his second kill of the round with this AWP, and is going to rotate back towards A. That's where the play is ending up.
Flarich, how much can he do? He's been a real staple of this this map thus far for HR. They don't know he's here, but he's given up. The hijinks, Scooby coming in from behind, has removed Olof and made this one even now for HR. He's still only got the PT-50 to work with, and a lengthy wrap from Nuki leaves him at long. Both these players still tucked inside of the site for FaZe, so Nuki will have an opportunity to put this AWP to good use.
Yeah, that molly is great, though. It's cut Scooby out. It's delayed him for a lot of time in CT. That does give time for Nuki to get into position, but he is dedicated on the car right now, and that's not where FaZe are. Double stacked on the site. Info and the shot for Nuki. It's Cold alone in the clutch. He hits a shot, but he's down to 10. If he can just stay alive, if he can just get away from this gunfight, it might be enough, but he forces it instead. And wonderful stuff from Coldzera. Nuki was not ready for the repeat so quickly, and Dangerous is his middle name. Cold's going to pick up the round for FaZe Clan and keep this comeback happening here on the T side.
Still, it gets close, right? At FaZe at this point, they're taking any round they can get. 11 to 13, and a chance now to break the economy of Hellraisers. If FaZe get this one, they should be tying this game up. They should be equalizing it out, and they'll give themselves an easier path to get there. That kill onto Nuki, kickstarting this round now with a man advantage for FaZe Clan. They're posted up right where they want to be. Flaric retrieving the AWP from long, now moving down towards mid to try and hold this side of the map. Hellraisers, what a gamble to make. They group 3 players inside of B. They have Flaric in middle, and he will get that kill, returning this now to a 4-on-4. FaZe with no map control toward the A side of the map. They've got to start to clear this out once again. At least for them, they haven't just grouped up and gone for this B play. They would have been playing right into Hellraiser's hands. Instead, they've dodged this threat. They've moved away from it. And if they go away, they're going to get that bomb down. Now, this isn't not through design from Hellraisers. They're pretty content with holding on to these weapons, worst case scenario. And that's really all they might have to do. If this continues in this fashion, if FaZe continue working up towards the A side of the map, this should be their round all day long.
Yeah, there's no reason for FaZe to doubt themselves at this point. They don't have any info. That's the only danger. But with long being taken and a pick behind it, they are just looking to commit. Question is, do Hellraisers try and gain info? And yes is the answer. Crush has crept into the tunnels. Now the thing is, Hellraisers, at this point, okay, they know it's A, but do they really want to risk losing these guns that they set up to hold on to? They can start to move out of the site, but you know, going towards A, going up catwalk, committing to a long flank, that's a whole different story. That kill, however, will start everything here for Hellraisers as they steal the advantage back away from FaZe Clan. 7 seconds, safe plant, and FaZe have players on long, so someone like Olof is going to be up for the chopping block if Hellraisers are able to get on this defuse, but grabbing an AWP and watching that backline, Hellraisers still looking to commit here. Smoke on the site. NiKo is fine by that. He can hide in it. Buy more time that Hellraisers don't have. They don't have a kit.
And as such, they've really got to go fast. They've got to pick up the pace, and you could already see Angel. He knows that. He's running in. Alongside him is Scooby. AWP shot misses. Angel, the only man committing, and no one else moving in with him. Means that even as these kills are coming in, there's just not enough time left for Hellraisers. They get it down to the 3v1, but it's the save at the end of the day anyway for HR. They get all the kills on the upside. And so a 12th round for FaZe. We were touching upon how that was a chance there for FaZe to break Hellraiser's economy. Well, my word, what a 180 that round has done. Sure, FaZe get a 12th, but they lose everybody. So the buy coming into this round isn't going to be great. And for the side of HR, they save 3 weapons, so they are able to put something up into the fight now.
Yeah, far too much indecision for Hellraisers though, right? Once they get around that corner on Cat, you have 2 options. You have, you know, the idea to just save your guns and fall back, or fully commit, and they get stuck in the middle of doing both of that, right? Angel goes aggressive, his teammates start to back off, then they get kills because FaZe are taking fights, and if Hellraisers only committed with their in-game leader, if they followed Angel, there's a world where they overwhelm FaZe Clan there, especially with that safe plant that wasn't for Olof on long. That really could have been a Hellraisers round, despite the lack of kits. Unfortunately, they weren't to know that FaZe were going to be so willing to take fights in that post plant. Nice round from FaZe, though, really pulling this game back into their clutches. It's been a few in a row now, and Hellraisers have got another buy, of course, as you say. FaZe still able to afford, but money is on the rocky side of things. Nice tags in middle. Those are actually hugely impactful from Rain. He taps down 2 players to 70 HP. Could really come into play later. It's nothing that you'll see, but you know, sometimes in Counter-Strike, the minuscule details are the most important. Nice bait setup on B. Crush is jump spotting doors, and that gives the impression that there's no one in mid. Not quite the case, though. Angel is waiting on the balcony, so ready to fight if FaZe work for a mid to B, and that could be the play with the bomb still in spawn, but they want to take catwalk first and show some pressure on this A site. Flaric is just going to miss the timing. Run boost over. Nuki's coming in with the AWP.
Oh, and so while they believe that Molotov has held back FaZe at short, it hasn't. NiKo was throwing over the top of it. Not going to lead to a kill for FaZe, but they're taking all this real estate. They're going to throw a smoke in to feign this cross at the Cat side of the map. Nuki and Flaric, they've got balls of steel. They haven't fallen for it. They were hoping that throwing these couple of smokes over towards A might have pulled players away from the B site, forced players to dedicate toward this side of the map, and that is just not the case. FaZe grouping up in the tunnels, looking to hit the B bomb site, and Hellraisers, they're gonna get rewarded for their perseverance in maintaining this three-man stack. The Molotov has segregated this push. They've had to take extra time to extinguish it, and as a result, they've gone in one by one. They've been cut down, and Hellraisers, they're gonna get a 14th round. This is where all that damage that they did at the end of the last one, the round that they weren't able to pick up, but that they get all the kills in, is really gonna come back to hurt FaZe. You look at the money in those bank accounts, and there is nothing left for FaZe Clan.
Such a well-timed Molotov into that B site. It was either Crush or Angel who threw it, but whoever did completely cut FaZe Clan in half there. I mean, Kriegs on B are certainly hard to get through anyway, but yeah, we talk about that mid setup for Crush and Angel. It just never comes into play. Angel gets one frag on the lurk in mid and then doubles back into B, and they're able to just slaughter the rest of FaZe Clan, who have 4 players coming in late. Olof back on the AWP. One of the, wow, okay, that will do. I was going to say one of the 2 guns in this round, but there's been one dropped in middle, however, still not accessible for FaZe. That's a big kill, and FaZe want to pile into B off the back of it. Scooby is alone here. Angel can come late in from middle, but right now he's occupied with setting up utility. FaZe need to grab this bull by the horns and get into B.
Oh, but this bull is kicking back. Scooby in with the response, still alive. Might get shut down here by Cold. You just saw that flashbang get thrown over from Angel, but it doesn't hit the mark. Not timely enough to bail his teammate out of danger. And FaZe, on the back of killing that crossing player, Olof has done it all, right? They get that kill. They know that B site is weaker. As a result, they keep themselves in this. They deny map point the way of Hellraisers. And at such an important moment, there was nothing for them heading into this round apart from those saved weapons.
Man, both teams must have their calculators out right now, because it is getting down to a game of economy, a game of maths, you know, working out the risk versus the reward of going for these retakes is what is forcing Hellraisers to save in this round. They've got just enough cash to reinvest and to have a little bit more for the future. But will there be a future? That's the question. FaZe, a really nice T-side comeback so far in these last few. Even up in the face of defeat, even with SMGs and pistols, it's not going to hold them back. Olof, he has had a very quiet game indeed, Harry, but getting his 10th kill in this round on that mid-cross weakens the B site, stops this triple stack that Hellraisers have been going for repeatedly, and FaZe are able to get into B off the back of it. So props to Olof in that round, really sets his team up well. HR, another tack pause. Last 3 rounds of regulation. Almost definitely a 30-rounder at this point, Harry. The only way it's not is if Hellraisers win the next 2, and at least they have the save to facilitate the buy here.
Oh, it gets so horrible at the end of maps when it comes down to something like this, where both teams' money is just balancing on a knife's edge. All it takes is for one dominant victory, and you can very easily propel yourself across the finish line. Brokey, he waits for 100 years in that Molotov, and he will strike one off the tally. He's rewarded for it. Sure, he's brought down low, but it doesn't matter. He's going to keep that AWP in hand. He's been phenomenal all game long for FaZe. And he's just going to hold mid. Double AWP between Nuki and Scooby. One of them is inside of this A bomb site. That's Nuki with his, looking up at the catwalk. The other one at the back of the B bomb site. Not on the platform, instead just holding this this Xbox angle down into the tunnels.
And that's because Hellraisers want more info on this B play. It allows Crush to be freed up to play mid because Scooby can see tunnels. It's typically been passive setups and waiting for FaZe to walk out of B rather than necessarily stop them inside of the tunnels. This angle from Angel is surely going to catch off Rain. And re-aggression actually could be perfect as well. Molly going to be in a bit of a sticky situation, but Rain still gets away with that kill. Great stuff as the Krieg misses the headshot. 5 on 3 for FaZe Clan here, setting up smokes towards A. No one on the site, Harry. These 2 AWPs too far away from the cross. Nuki is down in CT, and FaZe, this could be perfect for them. It's got to be a save.
Yeah, I mean, Hellraiser's just setting that up once again so that they've got players towards B in case FaZe go for some crazy last-minute rotation. That way, at least you have a 3-man hold. And if not, if they do the more likely thing, which is take this A-bomb site, you can get away with this double AWP setup. You can hold on to the M4. And right now, that's really been one of the reasons that this CT side has been so successful. They haven't been running out of money. In pretty much every one of these rounds, they've had a buy on the board. This has been a real grind for FaZe Clan. And the grind is set to continue, right? Even as they tie this up 14-14. Oh, I'm choking. Even as they tie this up 14-14.
You're not alone, Harry, don't worry.
Yeah. They're going to have pretty much everything they need into the next round.
Oh, God, if NiKo kills Crush here, that's everything. That is absolutely everything. And oh no, Nuki can't even afford to trade. It's too big of a risk, and only the orbs get dragged forward. Luckily, Hellraisers can rebuy, but when you're up against 14-14, Harry, that is not what you want to have happening to you in the last couple of seconds of the round. Great kill from NiKo. And Brokey again, man, we just saw those scoreboards. He is top of the server, or sorry, top of the team. Scooby is top of the server right now. And Brokey getting that long pick with the AWP. Huge impact for him again. It's been these man advantages at the start of the round for FaZe Clan that has been really setting them off to a good T side right now. Molly in long. This time Hellraisers deny that peak with the AWP. But FaZe, oh, I love it. Smoke on the Molly and just fast flashes out. They're going to get into position. Angel's tucked. Oh, he jumps, but he gets away with one. That's all you can ask for considering the mistake being made, but NiKo will trade.
Oh, flash into short as well. They're pressuring this side of the map. Hellraisers. Oh, Olof shutting down Nuki. And he's looking for even more impact on this AWP. He's been very, very quiet all game long, but since getting the big green back in hand, he's got another. Look at this. He's getting pincered on into from so many different angles in mid, and he's just dodged the threat from Catwalk.
What?
Ooh, there we go. It comes on in. And Olof, even though he's traded, even though they get that kill, it's not going to be enough. FaZe 3-on-2 as they soar towards this A side of the map. And I think for once, Hellraisers, they've decided we're going to stick around. We're going to try and fight this. We're not going to hold on to these weapons. We don't want to give up map and series point to FaZe without even giving this round a look in. But that Molotov has sealed the deal. That's fought Crush away from the Catwalk. Scooby wasn't able to catch anyone crossing. And with no kills presenting themselves, Hellraisers, are they even going to attempt this one?
They've got to, really. They have to. They have no other choice, but Cold is posted with a Krieg, and this gun is just so lethal. If you don't know the angle it's on, instant kill on Crush. No chance for a fight here. Scooby's got to give it his all, and Cold will send him packing. 15 rounds, a heartbreaker for Hellraisers as they sit one away from defeat. Not only defeat, Harry, but 2-0 defeat in this group and in this series. And their money falling apart as well. We've had so many saves, but it's still not going to be enough to facilitate this double AWP, which has been their choice, I guess, in these last few rounds. A mess of a one as well. Olof getting so close to dying, but he gets away with a kill, and that makes all the difference. HR, their last tactical pause, finally being called in, and their last chance in this best of three.
Yeah, a couple of players for HR around that $6,000 mark, so they can definitely look to bring one AWP into this round. Whether or not we'll see the double, only time will tell. And this is where, if you're Hellraisers, FaZe have conditioned you now in these last few to have to worry about this A-bomb site. We've seen so many 3-man B holds for Hellraisers, and they haven't really accomplished much in these last few.
Oh no, auto snipers for FaZe. You better throw them out the map. I hope you watched that G2 game. Yeah, Brokey doing the dirty, doing the manual labor, and that is more important than it may seem. We saw, who were they against? I think it was North getting caught by that, or NIP rather, whoever it was. You never want to leave guns, especially with this B play, right? Hellraiser can get through the spawn right here, right now. There is still a Krieg being left there. Oh dear, Brokey. Oh no, he's dealing with it, man. He is just on cleanup duty right now, and he spotted the flank. Hellraiser's pushed up on B. That's info for FaZe, and you can see them on the minimap. They just bail from long. They want nothing to do with this A site, considering it could be stacked up with 4 players. Scooby is still committing to this flank, but as long as FaZe can successfully trade this kill, they're going to have the B site open for business.
Such a messy round.
Oh.
Such a difficult one for either squad. But now with that kill coming in, make no mistake about it, FaZe, they've got the man advantage. They've got the information. And most importantly, they've stripped any info that Hellraisers had away from them. And suddenly now your mind is just flowing with possibilities on the HR side. They could be rushing B. They could be in tunnels. They could be heading back towards A. And that's what FaZe are doing. They'll get out through long while Brokey's selling a B fake, and that has forced the rotation of Angel toward this side of the map. Flaric and Nuki, the two rifles in this round, have to try and hold the A bomb site if overtime is hoping to be a reality. Angel, how's he found one with the MP9 from there? Brokey at least mopping him up, but Flaric still sat here cold with a blinder, and that now leaves Nuki with this AWP but short. The one man to try and make a stand now has to do it all. Nuki alone, and this game might be about to elude Hellraisers. 4 points of health on him, and it all to do. Crossfire's set up, smoke goes in to make this feel even less likely in FaZe. It took them a while, but there is no way that Nuki can get back into this site. They're gonna take this series, they'll take it 2-0. We go the full 30 rounds here, and almost a full 30 back on Overpass. It wasn't a walk in the park for FaZe Clan. Hellraisers, they more than made it competitive, but that's just gonna